This video has just got some Halo Wars sort of microing tips you can try. The first one is going to be Jackals versus Flamethrowers. So these are equally numbered, equally upgraded Jackals and Flamers fighting, and there's going to be no player involvement in the fight. So at first the Flamers are winning, but their numbers are just getting thinned out by the Jackals. It's a pretty close fight, but the Jackals just about survive with a couple left. So there's only 3 Jackals remained out of 15. So to get the Jackals to win, you just need to sort of spread them out a bit. So as soon as you feel like you're going to be fighting some Flamethrowers, just move them around, get them into small groups. So this time the Jackals have been moved around and the Flamers are just going to like try and flashbang all at once and move from group to group. So the Flamers have took out one group, but the Jackals from the other groups are just taking them out really fast. The Jackals won with several groups surviving this time. So in order to get the Flamethrowers to win, you need to micro the Y ability. So you need to try and stun each group, and then once the group is coming back, re-stun them again with different Flamethrowers. So you just select small groups of Flamethrowers to stun each Jackal group and run between them. So see, all the Jackals have been stunned, and then I can just run the Flamethrowers to each small group and finish them off. Because this time the Flamethrowers won without numbers, so if you've got the Jackals, you need to keep them spaced apart, and if you're the Flamers, you need to sort of micro the Y ability around and try and get each. This is a tip for capturing hooks early game. What you need to do is you get your Marine that you're going to capture it with, and a hog or two, and then run the Marine into a garrisonable building that's nearby. Let him be a damage sponge and soak up the damage, and then run the hogs in to take out the hook. This is good for early game. If you want to capture a hook off the enemy, you can just send a couple of hogs and a Marine to take it. If the Marine inside the hooks changes target, just run the hogs away and let it target the Marines again. Obviously the more hogs you have, the quicker this will be, but early game situation you'll only have a couple of hogs to spare. So it's not long before the hooks clear, then you can just run the Marine in, and then you can move your hogs around to like capture another hook or something. This is Gremlins versus Gremlins. It's 8 Gremlins of each. The orange Gremlins are just going to use their Y ability all at once, whereas the green Gremlins are going to selectively use Y ability and stun certain ones in the group. So at first the orange ones have took out half the green group, but now that the greens have become unstunned, they're selectively stunning the orange ones, and they're winning. And the green group survive with just over half losses. Okay, this one is to kill Marines early with hogs. So if there's a hook on the map that's been protected by Marines or the teleporter on Fort Dean, and you only have a couple of hogs to get them, what you can do is you just move in and then zigzag backwards with the hogs and keep the Marines moving, because if the Marines are moving, they can't use their Y ability and they can't shoot accurately, so the hogs will take next to no damage if you just keep them moving around. So you need to zigzag backwards to get the best firing arc on the Marines. Okay, the hogs have taken very little damage and now the hook's clear, so you can collect the crates or use the teleporter. Okay, the next one is capturing a rebel base with just a couple of gunner hogs. So you need to find the turrets and then move just out of range and find the blind spot, which is about here. And then move in Make sure you know exactly where the blind spot is and the turret's range so you can avoid it. And start clearing the base. If the attacks you again, just move out. If Marines come, just zigzag away from them, keep them moving. And get as close to the base as you can. The hog's range should just about stay outside the turret. Let's get all the hogs firing. Then you cleared the base, and you've taken next to no damage. Now once the base is clear, you need to get rid of the Marines, so just keep them moving again. Don't let them shoot at you. They don't seem to want to shoot back anyway. Now you've got a free base and you can enjoy the crates.